Hello, this is going to be a video demonstration of the Pesticide Properties Database, or PPDB for short. In this instance, we're going to be showing you some of the sort of general navigation processes on the website. So we're going to start off with items down the left hand menu here, and then when we've got various menus across the top, we'll show those as well. So let's start at the top here, where you've got an A to Z. Now, this is very simply the case of all the substances in the PPDB listed A to Z. You can use the links at the top here from A to Z to jump to particular places in that list, because it is a very long list. And as you can see different substances appearing as we go down that list. You can refine the list by insecticides, herbicides, fungicides, or other substances, and again those are broken down into all other substances or biostimulants, synergists and safeners, and wood preservatives, and so you can see it's a shorter list for some of those. And so it's simply a case of when you want to find a substance, you navigate to where it is, and so here we can see carbendazime. We click on carbendazime and that takes us to the page all about carbendazime. And then there are various links across the top here which take you to sections on environmental fate, ecotoxicology, human health, translations, or right back to the top. Now, I'm not going to explain everything that's on the page here. That's covered in a separate video. So if you're interested in understanding what is how to interpret this page and what's on it, then please view that video as well. So we have A to Zs. We also have a search facility. So you click on the search facility, and this could be just the name. So as I just searched for there, where we had carbendazime, we can just type in part of the name perhaps, and it's brought back everything that's got that name, and then carbendazime is obviously in there. If we want to do something different, maybe you don't have the name, maybe you have a CGA or CAS number. So if you had, say, 112913, that brings back you the page for chlorfluorazuron, and there you can go, take us through to that page. Similarly, if you had a CAS number, so if we had something like 1897/456, that takes us to chlorothalonil, and again you found it via that route. So you can search via various different fields to try and bring back what you're looking for. Moving further on, we've obviously done search. We've also got then various support information, and we've got support documents, newsletters, videos, which is what this is here. This is new at this point. You've got the edit history, and there's an error report form. Those are also available across the top here, so you can see all those items there. Come to the first one, the support documents. You've got all various bits and pieces on instructions for use, Q&A, background and support information, things like CPAC code numbers, PPD history, and most recently we put up some presentations about the PPD, so if you want to look at those you can do. And again, it's simply a case of clicking on any of these links. In this case it's a PDF, and then you can browse through that PDF. So you might want an explanation of some of the terms and parameters used, and that's all in this support information. So if you're not sure what a certain term is on a page, then you can come to this and you'll find there's links to it in various places on the website, and you can get answers in there. We've also got a function for error reporting, which you probably saw. If I come here, there's an error report form. You can also get here on industry collaboration. It tells you basically if you see something in the database that you don't think looks right or is missing perhaps, you can report it to us, and you can fill out the details there, or you can use the error report form. If we come back to here, and that's a Word document which allows you to, there you go, it's just downloaded for you. And that allows you can just fill that out, and let me bring that across so you can see it. So you can fill out the error report form and send it to us, or you can just send it in an email, as sort of outlined here really. And what they do, if you fill out all those details in terms of your name, the company, what version of the database you found the issue with, the date of that database, and if it's related to a particular active substance, and any details that help us to understand what it is that you're reporting. Then that will go into our review processes and it will be assessed, and if it's understood to be something that does need to be corrected and goes through all our protocols and is valid data, then it'll go onto the database online. So do please use this facility. We are always keen to collaborate and engage with people all over the world to improve this resource for everybody. Last thing to show you probably is things like purchasing. Obviously the online system is completely free for everybody to use, but if you did want to purchase the data as an Excel spreadsheet or as an Access database, you can do that, and you can buy a license from us to do that. And this page here allows you to pick what exactly it is you'd like to purchase. So how many users, what data do you want, and for how long, and it gives you a price. And then if you do a request or a quote, that sends an email through to us and we'll give you a formal quote. If you're not sure what you need or unsure about this process, then just please email us and we'll run you through the process of what it is that's available, because you can, as you see down here, just buy very sort of small amounts of data for particular aspects of pesticide properties, which obviously smaller amount of data, lower the price. But if you want everything, then obviously it's a higher cost. And this money essentially, it helps us run the system, keeps it running over time, which it has done over the last few decades. And so we try to keep the price as low as possible, but maintain enough income to keep it all alive and maintain this free service for everybody online. I think that pretty much covers most of the sort of basic functionality and links. You'll see finally down the bottom here we do flag up new things, so when there is a new support document available here or a new newsletter. Also we've got a user survey where you can fill out and tell us exactly what you think of the system. We'll flag that up under this sort of new item here, which is sort of flickering away down there. Last things to point out, right at the very bottom here, you've got links through to our sister database, is the veterinary substance database and the biopesticides database, which all works in a similar way, just different content in terms of the substances. I think I'll leave it there, and thank you for your time. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to contact us via our email address.